Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So my name is Sun Jiuyi. Today, my lecture topic is Face to the Sunshine. So in our life, not only plain sailing, so sometimes good things, sometimes bad things. Our heart likes following our own situation. So just like meandering rivers, sometimes high, sometimes go down. But today I want to talk about one old man. His heart with other people's heart very different. So let's see together how was the difference with other people. One day, this old man's horse running toward the neighboring country because he was live at the border. So after that, he lost his horse. His neighbor and friend came to him and said, "Oh, we are so sorry to your loss to your horse," like this kind of words. But do you know what his answer? He said, "Who knows? This will be a blessing." So his neighbor feel that is behaving weirdly. And next, after a few months, his horse was come back with other strong horse together. So that time his neighbor and friend come to him again. His neighbor and friend come to him again and said, "Who knows, we will because the disaster." And he has one son, and his son likes horse riding. And one day, his son fell down from the horseback and leg is broke. And his neighbor come to him and comforted him. But he said again, "Who knows, this will be a blessing." 1 year later, there's enemy troops come to his country. Almost all young men, they went to the battleground as a soldier. But around 9 out of 10 soldiers, they died. But only his son was crippled, so he left the behind. And saved the life. So like this question, after you listen, how do you think about this old man? When bad things come to him, he said, "Who knows, this will be a blessing." Bad environment couldn't influence him, and his heart remained calm. Now I want to tell you other story. Before this story, first I want to ask you a question. Do you know who was the first human of the moon for? Do you know? Yeah, I think everybody knows who is the first man. His name is Neil Armstrong. And some people give his title the first man on the moon. But let me ask you other question. Do you know who was second? When I asked my friends, almost all they don't know who was second one, but they know who is Armstrong, but they don't know who is second human. Now let me tell you, his name is Buzz Aldrin. In 1969, Aldrin and with Armstrong, they were together, they went to moon. And first, the Armstrong come out from Apollo rocket 11. After 15 minutes, Aldrin come out from rocket. But only because this 15 minutes, many people there know who is Armstrong, who is first one, but nobody knows who is second one. I think if like this kind of question come to me, maybe I will feel not good. But to him, even the most annoying things was that some reporter come to him and asked him, How do you feel about Armstrong being the first man on the moon? Let's think about that. If you are Ordling, how would you feel? How would you answer? I think if me, I would feel very bad. But how was his answer? He said, Armstrong was the first to land on the moon, but don't forget that I was the first to return to the Earth. So I was the first person to come back from an alien brought to the Earth. After I listened his answer, I feel so surprised. How can he answer like this? And his heart, this kind of things didn't make his heart difficult. And he think this question's opposite side. And he think this situation's opposite side, and he didn't make himself persistent in the problem. So I remember when I was in high school, every year we had branch church travel. That time I wanted to go far place because I wanted to visit some different church, different city. But all the time, around 1 hour, 2 hour like this. So that time I was very angry and complained to my teacher who decided the team. Especially last time, much more serious. I went around 40 minutes from my school. Actually, that time I didn't left my school city. I just because very near with my school, we always visit there, and I know there very well. So last time, other people they went by the train, I went by the bus. But last year, I changed my heart. Only 3 days travel. When other people there should take train come back to school, I still enjoy in the park. When other people should take care of the time, but I don't need to. So after we come back to school, the other team there almost of 5 to 8 hours. They almost die, but I was very happy that time. So that time I enjoyed my travel so much, and that time become my best memory of my branch church travel. Well, I changed my heart because that time I listened about Ordling's story. I learned from him. Only when some things happen, when some things come to us, when we change our heart just a little bit, we change our heart to opposite side. We can have different heart and different ending. If that time I keep the anger and the complaining heart, I think that time I will not enjoy that travel, and maybe I will miss a lot of good memories. So last, I would like to tell you about one funny story. This story about one scholar. That time, this was the 3rd time the scholar have been taking the examination. So that time, if they want to join this examination, they have to go to capital from their own city. So that time, if after exam you can get good grade, you can work in government. So at that time, if you can work in government, this is not only your blessing, your whole family's blessing. So that time, many people they want to join this exam, and they want get good grade. Even first year, therefore fourth, but they will continue come to this exam. So this year is this scholar 3rd time came to for exam. That he was living in one hotel. That night, he had 3 dreams. Okay, let's see together about his 3 dreams. First dream. First dream. he planted some vegetable on the high wall. And second dream was raining day. He wore a bamboo hat and opened the umbrella. And third dream was he was lie down with his beloved girl together, but back to back. So these three dreams seemed to somehow profound. So second day, he went to this fortune teller and want interpretation of dream. After this fortune teller lesson, he said to him, I think you might as well go home. Why? Let me tell you about your three dreams. First dream, you plant some vegetable on the high wall. How can you plant vegetable on the high wall? Nobody can do. So this means it beat the air. So don't waste your power. And second dream, raining day, you wore bamboo hat and umbrella. Only use one is enough. Why you use two? This means is make an unnecessary move. And third dream, you lie down with your loved girl together, but back to back. Oh, you lie down together back to back, but nothing happened. Problem. So basket case. So after this, fortune teller interpret this dream. This scholar feels so disappointed. Then he went back to the hotel and picked up his bag, ready to go home. That time, this hotel boss saw him and felt very strange and asked him, "Tomorrow is exam. Why are you going to today? Why are you going to home?" And the scholar told this hotel boss what that fortune teller told him about his dream. After listen, this hotel boss said, "Also, I know how to interpret the dream. So you listen. First dream. High wall planted some vegetable. This means nobody can plant some vegetable on the wall, but you can. This means in this exam you will get high score. And second dream, raining days you wore bamboo hat and open the umbrella. If your bamboo hat broken, you can use your umbrella. If umbrella broken, you can use bamboo hat. So this is, you prepare two ways, this on the safe side. And especially your third dream, you lie down with your loved girl back to back. This means it's time to turn over. Not only your body turn over before you for twice exam. So this time you will be successful. Not only your body, your future, your life, or you will turn over. So listen, believe me, this time you will succeed in this exam. So after listen, this scholar wait for next day exam, and finally he become third position. Now the story finished. But after through this story, we can see before this scholar is two ways. One way is despair, and other way is hope. Also in our life, we have two ways in front our face. When some situation, some things come to me, maybe we can't decide our life. We can't we can't change our environment. But first, you can decide your heart, which one you want get, which one you want follow. If like this first, if this scholar follow this fortune teller's heart, if he went back house, I don't know about his future, but we can guess 3 times forward, maybe after go back, he doesn't have heart to do anything. But finally, he's listened this hotel boss heart, hope. And finally, he get a good score, a good grade, and finally work in the government. So also in our life, which heart you want keep, which heart you want have. So I hope so in our life we can face to the sunshine and heart to the hope. Okay? Thanks for listening.